Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Note Closer Show. As always, Scott Carson, excited to be here with you today. And today's topic, today's podcast, I thought I'd share something that I shared last Wednesday night on another kind of webinar series that I do for podcasters out there called the Podcasters Live Stream. It kind of centers around our local podcasting meetup that we do once a month, and then every Wednesday night we do a live stream on a different topic with a different guest. And last Wednesday, I talked about 10 tools that help me dominate. And I thought I'd share that today because I think a lot of these tools are very applicable to our business, whether it's the marketing side of the business, it's the reach out, it's the automation aspect of things. These are things that we use on a daily basis here at WeCloseNotes.com and with the Note Closer Show podcast. And so I thought it would be a great topic for you guys. You're going to definitely want to grab a piece of paper and a pen to write some notes down, or open up the notepad on your phone if you're listening on iTunes or any way that you listen to podcasts out there. So if you're driving and listening to this, hey, if you got a partner, make sure that they are doing it while you're driving and listen. We don't want you getting it right trying to write something down or text something while you're in the driver's seat. So these 10 tools have really helped us. It's helped us grow. It has also helped us. People think that we run a huge staff, and this has allowed us to really kind of run a very lean, mean, a tight machine here at WCN and everything we got rock and roll. And we use this with our podcast. We use this with our video trainings. We use this with our workshops. We use this to market deals. We use all these tools in a variety of fashion. So I think you guys will really get a lot out of this episode and look forward to it. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to end up sharing my screen here so that I can pull it all up and stay on task here for you. One of the beautiful things about these are all pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive, that you can, we're not talking an arm and a leg. That's the most important thing, is that it's relatively inexpensive, very cheap. More importantly, it saves you a lot of money and time for the most part. So the first tool that I want to talk about with you guys is Calendly.com. This is a calendar application that you can do on your computer or on your cell phone. And it's a free cost to it for the most part. It's very easy to use, and it becomes really helping you monitor your time and really I use it to time block my time each day and I write things. So if I'm going to have guests on to be on this podcast, I use this to schedule. If I'm going to be on somebody's podcast, I like it when they send me the link, because then it'll remind me, it'll send me the link. I use it to, like I said, not only schedule and time block, but not only the podcast, but I use it when I'm reaching out to asset managers too. Like I sent an email out yesterday to asset managers. I've already had some use my Calendly schedule that I use just for the asset managers to start scheduling 15-minute blocks with me, so that if they've got anything on their books they can get rid of, they can schedule a quick phone call, they can look at their schedule and mine instantly know when we're available to talk. So it's a good thing. I use it. Also, if I have guests on, I can get their information. It's not just their first name, last name, email, and phone number. I'll ask, hey, do you have a link to your headshot? Do you have a link to your bio? Do you have your social media handles? So that's a great way where they can actually type that all in there. And now I don't have to go back and try to hunt and find that stuff online. I can literally just go into my Calendly schedule, and there's all the information for the person that I need, whether it's a link or it's a straight photo, whatever. It's such an easy thing for me to use. One of the most important things, you can set up the automatic reminders. If they get a text message, they get an email, how often they get that, an hour before, 24 hours before, a week before. That's really helpful, so you don't have to go back in there and do that. You can set that schedule up once with everything, and it's good to go. And it's basically free. You can have, if you add multiple calendars, you're gonna start paying for it, but it's one of the most valuable tools that we've had in the last 12 plus months to help me stay organized. And like I said, I've got one for a podcast schedule, one for just talking with students and other investors, one for talking with asset managers, and then another one when I do events, like a special purpose event, like I did with Note Camp. I just created a special Calendly link for those 3 days, and custom, whether I want to be 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, 15, how I can customize and block out my calendar, what hours I have available, what I don't have available. And they were able to go in and pick their time. So it was really easy scheduling all the speakers versus trying to have to track them down. I mean, I sent the link out to everybody, If they were late, they got the last left. If they jumped online, they were able to pick which time they wanted. So Calendly is one of the top 10 tools that we love. Absolutely, absolutely love it. You guys have heard me talk about our second tool on a regular basis. It saves a lot of time as well as Canva.com. I highly recommend if you're in real estate of any sort, using Canva to market for your images, to market your properties. We've been using it a lot when we have assets available for sale. We'll go in and create a nice looking flyer for it. There's a ton of images on there that are cheap or $1. I've had Canva for a while, so I have a little bit different plan than most people do. I think Canva charges like $12.99 a month for the most part now. Still well worth it if you use it on a regular basis. I use it for episode art. Like I said, I use it for logos, for designing websites when we want to create custom images. All of us that have different social media tools or social media websites like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Buffer, whatever. You know, when the same photo is not going to fit the same way with the header or the footers or whatever else. So the beautiful thing is Canva has everything in there, proper pixel size, proper size for everybody to use, and that way you can customize it so it fits perfectly versus you having to crop it or squeeze it. Also, if you've got a different thing that you're doing, a different image, and you know the pixel size be exact, you can go in and custom size your thing. We've used this for flyers at events. We've used this for marketing at events besides just the images. It allows you to create some really nice things in there, out there. Also, if you're creating something and you want to send it to somebody for them to use, you can share projects or share images. So like if Shannon creates it and she can send me the image or share the image with me, I go in and edit it as well, and she can see it and I can see it immediately instead of having to share one login. So it's kind of a nice thing if you're working around a deal for somebody. Okay. All right. That's the second tool. Third tool that I love using, liveleak.com. We use this a lot with our video streaming when we go live on the podcast, or another application I'll share later on. But many of us have a personal page, we have a business page, we might have a group or two that we run on social media. We also have Twitter accounts, we also have LinkedIn accounts, and it's a lot of work for you to take and share, especially if you're starting off a video, doing a live stream or doing a webinar or a lunch and learn, to take that link and share it. You have to have somebody go do that for you to share different groups. LiveLeak will help you automate that. So when we go live on Facebook, it recognizes we're going live on my Facebook page. It'll share it to my business page, my personal page, and any other pages that I want to, whether it's Inverse Investments, or the Note Closers Show, or WeCloseNotes.com group. It shares it across the pages to the groups. We have a lot of special purpose note closer groups across the country as well. And I can actually have it shared across those 40 groups, and it does it automatically. Okay. It also, like I said, if you have your Twitter account or your LinkedIn account connected, it'll automatically post a notice on Twitter and LinkedIn that you're going live, which is really a nice thing. This is pretty inexpensive at just $19 a month. I don't know how many videos you're doing, but if you're doing it at least once a week and you're sharing across the board and you're doing it to multiple pages, $19 per month is less than $5 a week. It's less than really the price of a good latte at Starbucks. But this shares it across the board, and that automatically does it so that instead of me having to hunt and peck and share it afterwards, it allows for us to get a lot of great info and people watching at the same time. Repurpose.io is a great software as well for if you're using videos or have a podcast, an audio podcast or video. This is a really great thing that it's just, last night I had an interview with the founder, creator of it, Hani Mora, out of Toronto. And this allows for you to take if you share a video to Facebook, it'll help you automatically upload that video to YouTube with setting your presets, your descriptions, your keywords, even uploading your artwork to it. If you do a podcast, it can actually connect into your podcast feed, pull that into YouTube, and create a YouTube video with a still image and a template that you can use as well. It'll also, what's really great, if you're sharing to your business page, this won't work with a personal page, but if you do a business page, Facebook automatically creates captions, the wording of what you're talking about. And so once you upload a video to Facebook, you go in and just click one button to enable captions. It'll pull the captions up there and create a nice either square or horizontal video that you can use on other platforms using the captions come across, because a lot of people are watching videos and just reading versus listening. It'll also create custom videos, like I said, for Instagram, Facebook stories, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's really cool how it can create these custom images and custom headers and footers to go along with it, so you really look really sharp. I mean, this is $20 per month of what something like some people are charging $1,500 a month for this same service to create these Instagram stories with the title and then the wording running across. It's so much cheaper and just as effective and looks good. So it takes a little bit of setup time. The longest time to do is set up your workflows, where you're pulling the video from, where you're pulling the audio from, where's it going to, what you want that to look like. But you can share a variety of different things. So we pull videos that drop it into our Dropbox or in our Google Drive or upload directly. $20 per month. This saves hours and hours and hours of work. So I don't know if you've ever for those of you that are doing Facebook Lives out there in your marketing, it takes forever to download from Facebook. This repurpose recognizes it. You can hit a few buttons, and then by the time you get your workflow done, it's uploaded to YouTube in shorter time than what it would take to download the video from Facebook. So those 4 tools really help us a ton. Okay. Number 5, LinkedIn. Many of you guys know we have a LinkedIn account. This is something that's helped us out tremendously, even after last Thanksgiving, when they took away the ability to export your contacts and include their email address. So LinkedIn, the free account, works really well for basically everybody out there. This allows us to focus on business niches or niche, I guess you say, listeners for our podcast when we target people that way. One of the things, though, that we like to do is you can go on to LinkedIn and just type in real estate investor or note investor, and it'll pull up a huge list of people in those categories. And that's one way we've helped grow my LinkedIn profile over the last couple of years to over 16,000 connections. I'm not in the top. I think I'm in the top 5-10% of connections. I think get over 15,000, but same thing. It's a great thing to do. I use this with asset managers on a regular basis. You can do whatever you're looking, special asset managers, secondary marketing professionals. It's a great tool that we use to help expand our database and connect with people. I mean, I've gotten connections to banks and had deals come from using the free connections and just asking to talk with them. I'll often post articles on LinkedIn, and this gets a lot of play. A lot of people like my articles, and I can see if they look at my profile, and that way it's a great way to connect with other people. That's the funny thing. People can see who's looking at your profile, okay? Like I said, it's easy to find potential listeners or even investors if you're looking for people to listen to your topic or that fall into your niche. LinkedIn groups is a great way to leverage all the connections on LinkedIn. I mean, there are some big groups out there that have 190, 200,000 members, 50,000 investors, 100,000 investors. Depends on what niche you're focused on, but that's a great way to be posting to and adding people to your database. All right. And I'm talking about a free account. If you want to upgrade to a paid account, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think you need to have it year long. Maybe if you're doing some prospecting, have it a paid account so you have a few extra, the ability to send some emails to asset managers in your emails. That might be something that's worthwhile for a while. But for the most part, your free account will work fine enough for you. Just make sure it's 100% complete and you have an updated photo. I see a lot of people that have uncompleted or partially completed profiles and nobody's connecting with them because they're like, well, I don't know if this is a real profile. Put your face on there first and foremost in the back image, and then you're allowed to put a lot of information in your LinkedIn profile information. So that's a great thing. Buffer.com. Oh my gosh, we're excited. I've got a special interview with the head of PR from Buffer, Haley Griffiths, this afternoon too. It'll be a special podcast episode I will put out. But Buffer really allows for us to pre-schedule or automate our postings. Shannon handles our Buffer account for the most part, but it allows for us to create images. I'm sorry, not create. We use Canva to create them, but take the images we've created or the posts or the articles, and Shannon can go in and schedule so that they go out across the different platforms at different times. We use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. You can use Pinterest, your business, your personal accounts. There's a bunch of other accounts that you can link into it as well, but such a cool tool. Basically, most people can get the 8 social accounts, 100 posts a month. That's 3 a day. And that's not bad at all. That's what most of you guys would need anyway, just to set up your Twitter account, your LinkedIn and social. Most people are like, oh, I'm gonna have to share. No, just go to Buffer and set it all up at once, and you can see the times and what kind of. It's such a great tool. It's only $15 a month beyond the free account with what we pay for. So yeah, the free account comes with 3 or 4 profiles, but for $15 a month, once again, you can have 100 posts really go out and really get in front of your audience, your social, and grow your online social media stuff. Okay. 7. This is something that we've been using more so in the last, really, I would say in the last 6 months, is Restream.io, and we use it for a variety of reasons. One, if I'm batching video recordings or batching podcast episodes or interviews in a day, like I'll give you an example. I recorded 10 interviews over 2 days at the last mastermind I did here in Austin. Well, I didn't want to blast those all out in the first day or one day. So what we did is we uploaded the videos and then we released one video via Restream.io to our social accounts, our Facebook, our YouTube, our Twitter accounts. You can upload 40 to 50 different ways to stream your video through Twitch and just so many other great ways to share. When you have LinkedIn Live video available, you have the ability to do that. But it shares it and it looks like you're live. You can set up events with the paid version that you can schedule things. So like when we were traveling, I was not going to be able to do live episodes because of traveling. So I had these batched, these episodes, a group of them batched. So what I did is I just basically set up, okay, Monday through Friday, I want this video, this video, this video, this video. Monday through Friday, boom, then videos were shared without me thinking about it to my social media accounts. And then, of course, once I shared it to Facebook, repurpose.io and Lively kicked in and picked those things up. So I was able to make easily shared across the platform. So like I said, it allows me to schedule live streams across multiple platforms. Some things that I don't even recognize where I could restream to if I had an account with it. YouTube, Facebook, both our both my personal and business profiles, and then of course Periscope with Twitter, live video with Incorporate Chat. If I want to use Restream to do a live stream like this, I could literally bring in and share it and then answer people from Facebook and YouTube and Twitter as they're commenting live on that as well. It's pretty cool. It's $19 a month. I pay that $19 a month. That gets me 5 events I can have scheduled at a time. And then also I can upload 25 videos to it, which is pretty stinking cool. And that gets me across 4 or 5 different platforms. I could add more, but most of the platforms, for the most part, YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope, which is with Twitter for the most part. But if I wanted to add Twitch or some of these other accounts that allow for video live streaming, I could do that as well at no additional cost. All right. YouTube, but not just YouTube videos, the YouTube community. Video is such a huge thing these days, and YouTube has made some great adjustments and added this little feature to your homepage that most people don't know about. It's a community, and the community feature allows for you to post topics, post notices that go out to your subscribers, or people can go to your community and see what you've posted and either comment or follow along. So this has been a really cool thing as we have grown our YouTube audience. I think I'm at 2,700 subscribers. I want to grow that to over 10,000, if not more than that. But this is a great free feature to communicate with subscribers. Hey, wish them a happy holiday, or a happy 4th of July, or happy Labor Day, or hey, here's a poll. I ran a poll on the recently asked what days they listen to video or watch their videos, and that's helped us out with some of our posting and scheduling. It allows you to announce new episodes and new videos are available. Now, if you upload a video, they're going to be noticed that, hey, Scott, upload a new video. But this is still a great way. Hey, check out this, especially at the 5-minute marker. Check out our new case study video that we just did, our new lunch and learn that's going on. Like I said, it allows for you to post links, surveys, even images to your audience, and just as a really cool new feature that YouTube just added. And you know what? That's free. That's with every account. So if you've got a Gmail account, you've got a YouTube account, and so you have a YouTube community link on your page if you just upload videos. So great way to kind of share and grow your audience out there. All right. Number 9 are some tools that help me out there. Google Trends is something I've used over the last couple of years, but been spending a lot more time on when I'm trying to come up with a blog article or a video name. I look at what's trending out there, what's doing well, what's not doing so well. Google Trends, it's free. It allows me to do some effective keyword searches, see what will work well. Like, I'll give you an example. I looked at cash flow versus financial independence for an article that I rolled out. And cash flow did a lot better than actually, it was pretty close. Cash flow was a little bit higher than financial independence, but I can look at the last 12 months, the last 3 months, the last week to see how specific keywords are trending and look at related queries too. What are the people looking for? What are some of the other subtitle things they're looking for that I can add into the words to help boost that for my search engine optimization so that it does well on Google and things like that. And I've already noticed an uptick in some videos, what we've used for that have helped us out with it. But if you're posting on creating a blog or video, Google Trends is something that's really helpful when you're looking at topics and names. Like I said, you can do a whole variety of things. And then guess what? This is also free, okay? Free for you, all right? The last tool is probably the most expensive tool that we use on a regular basis. And this is text marketing, SMS marketing. Some of you guys have heard me talk about this. Some of you guys have seen here, if you're watching the video on YouTube or on Facebook or anything like that, you've heard me talk about, hey, if you'd like to get more information, just text the word notes to 72,000. That's a Mobit thing. If you want to get on my deal sheet, text deals to 72,000. It's a great way for you to be able to communicate. You know, I use this when I'm speaking. You can also use another service called Fix Your Funnel. Fix Your Funnel doesn't use a 5 number like I use 72,000. That's one of Mobit's things. Fix Your Funnel is going to use a 10-digit phone number, which is fine. I like using the 5-digit phone number because it's easier for people to remember. 72,000 versus 480 or 512 565, whatever. Okay. I use it. I have 10 different keywords that I use. I think Fix Your Funnel allows you to use one to begin with. It's a little bit cheaper. I use this primarily if I'm out speaking, or if I'm giving a presentation. I know a lot of people are going out and attending meetup groups or read clubs and giving short presentations, or they're doing lunch and learns. And if you're going to a place they're not allowing you, they're not going to give you the registration list, then I use this because about 20-25% of the audience will actually pull out their phone to text notes to 72,000, and then I can send them a link. It automatically sends a link to the presentation. I can also send them a link to YouTube channel so they can download training, all that good stuff. All right, but it's a great call to action to knock some out. Fix Your Funnel is like $49 a month. That gives you one keyword, one phone number. I'm paying $127 a month with Mobit, and that gives me up to 10 keywords that I can use. So you're gonna pay also per text message sent out to your contacts. So that's something you got to keep in mind too. It's just not the monthly thing. If you're gonna send a response out to your listeners or to your people that subscribe to you or your audience, which is text message marketing, something that you're going to do on a regular basis, you're going to cost you. So it cost me, I think I pay $195 for 5,000 outgoing text messages. So you want to make sure it stays under that 160 character for a text message, and make sure you're sending it out to good phone numbers. People have to opt in, so that's why you get them to text in first so that you can communicate out with them. But it's been a great way for us to share our classes, share our workshops, share our special events, because I can send a text message out, hey, listen to this new episode of the podcast, or hey, we've got a workshop, flash sale, hey, we got a deal. Are you looking for deals in Kansas? Here's a link to the deal, page, or our lead pages, or whatever it might be for you. But those 10 tools have done a lot for me, okay? And by meaning a lot, I mean they have allowed me to, what do I like to say here? Best thing I'm gonna say, they've allowed me to save a lot of time and money. Yeah, some of them will cost a little bit, but if you figure in 19, 20, 127, I'm paying less than $200 really combined for those 10 tools. And those 10 tools allow me to run a marketing staff of, not only myself and Shannon, who handles some stuff, but us to do a lot of stuff automated. So I don't have to worry about, hiring another assistant or another VA to do this stuff. These are simple things that you can use. Now, have we had a VA manage some of these things? Of course we have, and still do to this day. And those are some things you can do as well. Setting up those tools makes it easy for them to share. And why does it make it easy? Because then that saves you time. That you don't have to hire them for 40 hours a week. Maybe it's 10 hours a week to set up these things. Or maybe instead of needing 4 people, you have 2 people or 1 person, because you're effectively using the tools. So what I tell people is, especially you guys are listening, or guys and gals out there listening in Note Nation, if you build it, they will come. These are the 10 tools that have helped us build our 50,000 megawatt blowtorch of a podcast and our training systems, so that we spend more time on good stuff versus working on marketing. Set these tools up, saves us hours, saves us time, helps us automate, helps us schedule versus me having to stop what I'm doing at 7 p.m. at night to post something. Okay. So hopefully you guys go out and take that. Once again, I'll do a quick recap of those 10 tools. First one is Calendly, like calendar, but with no ER, it's LY, calendly.com, canva.com, liveleak.com, repurpose.io, LinkedIn, buffer.com, restream.io, the YouTube community feature. If you'd like a 25% discount on Restream, message me, send me an email. I'll get you the link to knock 25% off your $20 a month membership. Okay. And then Google Trends, and then Mobit or Fix Your Funnel for text message marketing. Those are the 10 tools that we highly recommend that anybody should be using to help you with your marketing, to really knock some things out, and then not only help you anywhere from time blocking your time to be able to communicate faster and easier with your audience. Notice we didn't mention the CRM tool or ESP, email service provider. That's you need that regardless, but these are the ways to communicate or share your time or time block your time, be able to communicate easier and faster with your audience. And that's what we're looking for. Your audience of real estate investors, of note investors, of fund sources, of bankers, of your contacts at local clubs, or people that you meet out speaking or networking. You want to have an easy way to communicate with those people to save you time, money, and be more efficient. That's what we're all looking for. So hopefully you enjoyed those 10 tools that help us dominate. And if you take them and start implementing them, you don't have to do it all at once, but do one at a time. Trust me, you start sharing some of these tools, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I not start using these tools sooner? So go out, make something happen, everybody. And if you use those tools, I guarantee we'll see you at the top. Have a great day.